Predaking79 here, and I'm back with a Generation 1 review. As you can see today, we're having a look at Powermaster Optimus Prime, released in 1988, and re-released, I think it was 2003, with his upgrade armour, but yeah, this is the original from 1988. Obviously he's a Powermaster, which means he has a Powermaster Neverland Companion engine. High Q, and we'll go ahead and show you him in just a moment. But yeah, he is an excellent figure. In my opinion, a lot of people would disagree with that. A lot of people would say that he is a disappointment compared to the original G1 Prime, a bit of a brick in robot mode, and of limited play value. But I would disagree, and I'm going to show you why I disagree. Let's have a look at vehicle mode first of all. This is his obviously standard vehicle mode. Features wise, I mean, obviously you've got the tyres and the wheels to move along. You've got some storage space in the back here, small enough for a minibot or similar sized vehicle to go in the back, which is quite cool. Doesn't come with roller or anything like the original Prime does, but yeah, that's, you know, truck mode is fairly standard. As you can see, the cab stays in place nicely. It's attached through this little peg here, so it keeps in place much better than the original G1 Prime. Obviously, there we go. He's got various guns which he's going to use in robot mode, but they can go on in vehicle mode too. They just sit on the top like this, and these guns on the side like so. So they kind of like smokestacks, which is his assault mode. Obviously you can have them pointing forward if you want, like that, which looks kind of cool. That's vehicle mode. He's a triple changer. He's got 3 modes. And we'll go ahead now and we'll look at the first one of those modes, which is a battle station mode, which I shall remove the back. I'll show you the battle station in just a moment. This is obviously going to turn into it, but first we'll have a look at the cab, because Prime has 2 robot modes. His small robot mode, which I'm going to show you now, and his large robot mode, where he combines with the with his trailer. Okay, so yeah, let's see the Powermaster. High Q fits in here. Powermaster is basically by placing the engine in place, it allows the transformation of the figure to occur. In High Q's case, or Prime's case, I'll just pull him out. You see this tab here. By putting High Q in, that will push that tab in, which will allow the legs to come down. If you don't have High Q, you can still obviously do it by pushing that in with your finger, but as we've got High Q, we're popping back in. He can be a little bit fiddly to stay in place, but there, he's popped in nicely. So yeah, legs come down, feet unfold, and the arms, basically the whole back of the truck comes open and reveals Prime's chest, and the head pops up like so. There we go, and that is robot mode. Kind of odd that he has obviously the back of the cab, well, the cab on the back, and obviously this design, but it makes him look more cartoon accurate, I think, so it works quite well. And then you can obviously deploy his guns in his hands like so. Because of the size of the guns, they can't actually move his hands up any further than that, which is a bit of a shame, so you can't really move them around too much. But there we go, that's a minor fault, I suppose. Let's get High Q out. Basically pop him out the back like that. We'll put Prime to one side, and High Q, you just bring his legs round like so, and pop his arms up like that, and there we go. That is that's Haikyuu in his little robot mode. So that's kind of, yeah, got some basic articulation on the arms, but that's about it really. The legs obviously can only go outwards, so he can transform into his engine mode. But we'll go and put him back in Prime's back, like so, and then we'll go ahead and we'll transform the trailer into battle station mode. Put them to one side. Okay. Trailer. So the back comes up. You're going to release the sides panels down, and basically just split it in half. It can be quite stiff, so there we go. Oh, down like that. Bring this down. Reveals the nice Autobot symbol. And take these off. Bring these panels down, like so, and there we go. All that. The arms just come up like that, and then we've got the basic battle station. These two guns are going to go on the side. And the peg that kept the cab in place in vehicle mode comes forward to be a gun. I've actually seen these sold individually on eBay, so I guess this can come off. I can't see how a kid would actually lose this because it's screwed in tightly, you know. So, but just make sure, I suppose, when you're getting it that's present. But as I say, it'd be odd for it to be missing. But obviously it can happen. And we go ahead and we get the guns and pop them in the side like so. There we go. And then Prime can stand in there like that and operate the battle station. You can also get Haikyuu, which I think is a cool little feature. He can sit on these guns here, because you can see there's a little groove, a couple of grooves there, and that fits this little peg between his legs, fits in like so, and Haikyuu can sort of operate it like a turret, which I think is really cool. And then obviously Prime can go back up there. So it's a nice mode actually. A proper sort of third mode, I would say. Not just a bit of a mess. It's quite small for a battle station mode, but you've still got obviously ramps for mini bots and things, and in this little bay here. So yeah, I think it's cool. What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and we'll transform Prime into his super mode, super robot mode as they describe it in the instruction booklet. So let's go ahead and we'll transform Prime. I'm going to put Haikyuu back in him again. So one-handed. In he goes. There we are. Just going to fold up Prime back into as if he was going to be a cab, but we're just going to fold his legs up, so he's basically like a cube. We'll put him to one side and move the guns, and the panel's going to go back up. Just move these like so, and then this can come up, and the gun turret's going to go down to the back. Spin it round. And these become his legs. Okay. And yeah, bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, and just going to go ahead and put the main cab, slide it in there. It's nice and snug. And then I haven't shown you this so far in the review, but Prime comes with a separate head, and that just fits in the top like so. And we'll just go ahead and pop his guns in his hands, and guns on the side, which kind of resemble, again, the smokestacks of the original toy. Just lift the camera up a little bit, as he's quite a big figure. Obviously the guns can get deployed forwards if you want, but I think they look better that way, because they resemble the smokestacks. But yeah, Super Robot mode, quite easy to do. This is the mode that I think a lot of people have issue with, that he hasn't got hardly anything in the way of articulation. It's just the arms, and that's about it. People say it looks like a brick. Okay, yes, he is a little bit blocky, but you know, you can keep the legs, you can separate the legs up a little bit in a crazy kind of stance if you want, or just have them just a little bit apart, like so, and at least he doesn't look quite so brick-like. At least he's, at least there's some separation with his legs. I like this figure. It's, yeah, downsides, yes, he's got a separate head. I mean, that's a bit lame, but then, you know, lots of G1 figures did. Obviously all the combiners did. I don't think you can hold that against it. I think it's got a lot of play value. You know, you've got 3 good separate modes. You've got an excellent Nebulan companion. What's not to like? And the thing about this figure is, despite it being a Powermaster, and despite it being, you know, a big figure, I'll just compare. Here's a new recent Trax figure. You know, that's a deluxe figure, so he's what, leader class, I suppose. Despite him being a good sized figure, he's relatively cheap to pick up on the secondary market because of his reissue, I think. And yeah, this guy only cost me £22, and he's really good condition, and he's complete. So there's no reason why you can't get one for around about that sort of price. You know, it's up to you. If you don't like G1 figures, then this isn't going to sway you. But if you do, this is well worth picking up. It's a toy of this size with this many features. For that price, I would say it's definitely one to get if you can. But yeah, that's Powermaster Prime. I hope you enjoyed the review, as I always say, and I'll be back again with some more G1 reviews soon. Maybe even some mask ones if I can get around to it as well. So take it easy, and this is Predaking 79 saying see you.